This is just a quick video on how to do a basic oil change and a basic service on a Kia Picanto. This model is a 2014 model. It's the 1 litre, therefore it only needs 3 spark plugs. We've got the oil filter, with the new oil, and the air intake filter. First things first is just jack the car up on some level ground. Make sure you apply the handbrake and then jack it up, and then we'll go ahead and drain the oil. So underneath the car is your oil filter and your drain plug. You locate the oil stick, it should be vertically beneath that. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and undo this and make sure that this comes off nice and easy. First, we're not going to undo it all the way, we're just going to crack it loose. That way we know that the oil filter can be replaced, rather than draining all the oil and then we can't get the filter undone. Crack the oil filter loose. As you can see, I'm spinning it by hand. Don't undo it all the way, just crack it loose like this and then leave it like that. Now we'll go ahead and pop loose this 17mm bolt. I think it's 17mm. Let's just go ahead and do that. So let's crack loose. So clean it up with some brake cleaner, make sure the threads are okay on the plug, as well as when this is done draining, make sure to check the threads on the inside of that as well. Filter now, do it slightly till it drains like that. Obviously make the bucket where you need it. Like that. Right, there's no need to prime it or anything like that. Just put some oil around the seal. Plug back in. So it should also thread in nice and easy. And then obviously as you get to the bolt head, it should nip up. So we'll just tighten that up. Alright, so we're just going to check the level. It's important to fill it just above the fill line, because once the engine is running, the oil filter will take some of that level away. But don't add too much, and don't drop the car down just yet. Do it till it's about halfway full on the dipstick, run it, and then check for leaks underneath before you drop the car back down and cover everything back up. Inside the car now, we're just gonna run it up. There should be a low oil pressure warning light that comes up on the dash, but that's just because there is no oil running through the filter and there'll be like a drop of pressure temporarily. So there we go, goes out. Let it run for a couple of seconds really, just to get the new oil flowing around. Then we will go ahead, check for leaks underneath. If it's all clear, add a bit more oil if you need to, and then just cover everything back up. We're going to be doing the air intake filter. So basically there's just a 8mm, let me focus, there's an 8mm bolt here. You can use a flathead. So undo this, so basically just pops loose, and then there's 2 clips here and here. Right, just very difficult with one hand. So old one just pops out like that. Doesn't look too bad compared to the new one. Obviously check that they are the same size, which they are. Yeah. Right. Then that just pops in place. If there's anything in here, just clear it out while you are here. It's not too bad. Right. That just pops in. Cool. Then there's clips at the back that slide in first, and then it comes back down. So managed to get that in. Then obviously just the exact same, put the 2 clips on and then tighten up the hose clip. Now for the spark plugs, it's just a case of undoing these clips. So we'll take out 1, 2 and 3. Then there are some bolts holding on the coil packs, which I think are 10 mil. Then simply just slide out the coil pack and then undo the spark plug. And okay, so just like that, undo the clip, undo the 10 mil bolt, and then the coil pack will just slide out. This is just a bit of oil from when I was filling it up earlier. And then in there is spark plug. I'm just trying to check if there is any dirt or debris that's built up there. It seems to be clear, so we'll go ahead and remove that now. Just remove the first one. Measure the gap and compare them to the new ones, just because when I looked online, it was saying all different gap sizes, from 1 mil to 1.1, whereas the new ones that I've measured are like less than 1 mil. So basically the gap between there and there seems to be more on the old spark plug, so we will we'll measure that gap and then basically put it on this one. So we set it to about 1.1. The old one was like probably like 1.2, but Google's telling me 1.1 or 1 mil, so we'll set it as 1.1. Start threading it by hand. I just got a little extension here, so again, just to show you guys, there's a little plastic bit that you lift up on the left. See, that comes out, and this should just wiggle out. There you go. Right, then takes a 10 mil bolt on the side. Right, and then the coil pack just comes out. Just clean anything that might fall into the spark plug hole, and then just wiggle out. Just wiggle out the coil pack. Looks good, all clean. Put that to one side. I'll just remove the old one, and then it'll be the same for all 3. Okay, so I've put in the new spark plugs. These are all the old ones. I went ahead and measured these. Average is about like 1.2 gap. So did the same on the new ones. So let's go ahead and test if it works. Okay, so engine sounds good. So that's the full service. Is 3 new spark plugs, an air filter, and then obviously the oil change.